All right, let's fucking do it.
Listen up, motherfuckers, I'm about to spit. Not the world's greatest show, yeah, this is it. Better prepare, your anus is gon' get insane. Who is out of his mind, Dusty Smith's his name. When Jug Wash drops, it's time to begin. You talk about chuds and make fun of them. Then the trash word, oh lord, the wheel's on fire. Beyond parody shit, it's getting so tired. Religious bullshit, you know it will make you feel like dying. Cause they touching more children than an OBGY. And from zeros to heroes just for one day. It's the world's greatest show and it's coming your way. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow old. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow old. It's time for the Dusty Show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the world's greatest program. It's the Dusty Show, and we're doing what we do on Wednesday. Hell yeah, hump day. Put together another fine program for you guys. You're welcome. RDC bitchin'. Ashley in the comments is like, I get calling out Joe Biden. Do you? You clearly don't. But the thumbnail makes me think this stream has become a bit too much anti-Biden, then you should fuck off. Joe Biden is responsible for murdering children. 15,000 dead children. 10,000 were dead. He sent bigger fucking bombs to murder more of them. If you don't think he should be called out, you're in a cult. This is not the show for you. David Pakman, go watch his boring ass. He has the show all prepared for you to lick Biden's nuts and pretend like he's not a goddamn child murderer, okay? I don't want to fucking hear it. I spend 90 goddamn % of my time shitting on conservatives. Shitting. If you're not willing to sit here and listen to me bitch about Democrats who are murdering children for 10% of the time, this is not the show for you. You're missing something inside of you. You belong to a cult. I'm not part of the Democratic cult, okay? I'm part of the Brotherhood of Man. I don't want to watch children get murdered. I'm not going to turn a fucking blind eye because somebody has a D next to their name. So this is not the place for you. Move along with your life. I'm already pissed off, folks, just getting goddamn started here. Fucking asshole Democrats don't want to hold their side accountable, and children are fucking being murdered because of it. What's wrong with you? It's not fucking me, it's you. There's something missing in you. Figure it the fuck out. Or get the goddamn stepping. And I'm frustrated as it fucking is, folks. They finally gave me godlike tools in the form of AI. And now they've neutered it. Look at this fucking shit. Here's Midjourney. Midjourney is now fucking unusable. I tried to get it to make me a picture. Crowded Joe Biden birthday party. Wouldn't do that. Character of Joe Biden as a monster. Nope, wouldn't do that. Joe Biden Dark Brandon. Can't do Dark Brandon anymore. Wouldn't do that. Joe Biden's a monster. No, wouldn't do that. I misspelled monster. Joe Biden Muslim. Just talks about Joe Biden hanging out with Muslims? Nope, can't do that. You can print out a picture of Joe Biden without any kind of adjective whatsoever, and that's it. I cannot wait till these tools are able to be downloaded to your computer and completely uncensored, where I don't have to fucking use this shit anymore, depending on these corporations who want to censor you. Joe Biden yell. You can't do Joe Biden yelling. You can't do Joe Biden as a monster if you fucking misspell it. Can't do, like I said, Dark Brandon. What else did I try to do? Just nothing. Won't let you fucking do nothing. Joe Biden mad. Can't even do Joe Biden mad, folks. I'm not even showing you what I'm doing here, but you can see. Joe Biden mad. Everything I tried. It says, nope. Banned prompt detected. Can't do Joe Biden mad. Can't do Joe Biden Muslim. Can't do anything. So anyway, yeah, Midjourney. It was nice while it lasted, but it's a piece of fucking shit now. So what are you going to do? I used Leonardo to make the thumbnail, but even that sucks. Leonardo sucks compared to Midjourney, but at least it's not quite as censored. So frustrating, just getting my thumbnails like I like them, and not working out that great. I guess it's Taylor Swift's fault. I can only imagine. They're worried. Although you can't do like nude pictures on Midjourney anyway. You never would do that. So I don't know why they're freaking out about making pictures of celebrities or whatever. But Stable Diffusion sucks. I have Stable. I actually have a modified version of Stable Diffusion that I had programmed myself, and it still sucks compared to Midjourney, compared to all the rest of them. So what you gonna do? Anyway, folks, got a decent show for you guys tonight. We're gonna start out by shitting on fucking Joe Biden, and those who don't like it, you can suck my ass and fuck off, because like he is a child murderer. And if you want to be quiet about it, that's fucking on you. I ain't gonna be quiet about it. I ain't gonna sit idly by and let this goddamn son of a fucking bitch force me to pay for child murders without speaking out against it. Because, oh my God, Trump would be worse, y'all. Trump! Trump! God damn it. It's just so annoying. All of you. Not all of you, but all of you who are like this. You maybe not be a Democrat anymore. You're the reason Joe Biden is odds on to lose right now. Because you didn't call him out when you should have. You didn't spend your time calling your own fucking side out, and now they're a bunch of goddamn child murderers, and a lot of people like me aren't keen to vote for him anymore. Because you want to stick your head in the fucking sand and pretend the shit ain't goddamn happening. It's easy for you to do while your children are not being fucking murdered, right? Why call it out, right? Why call it out? Just quiet, shut up. No, I ain't gonna fucking shut up. You shut up. Anger is the correct response. Anyway, starting out with some ride with Biden. Let's do this fucking shit off the fucking cliff with this geriatric child murdering sack of fucking shit. First off, apparently the Biden campaign went viral for banning these Muslim women from a meetup, a rally. I guess if it's for Kamala Harris. Now, they claim the reason they did this is because they were troublemakers or something. They claim that they disrupted before and they don't want them to disrupt again, but this is a very fucking bad look. Super viral everywhere. Let's have a look.
We are choosing who's going in and out of the event. I'm sorry.
Why are you choosing us not to go in when we have an invite?
Right, you specifically singled us out.
That's racist. Is it because we have hijabs?
Yes.
I'm happy to talk to
So it is.
someone else.
It is because
It is.
that's clearly, I was afraid of this.
You
That's crazy.
singled
That's
us
not
out of everybody.
Are you good? This Democrats. This is the Democratic Party, y'all.
You singled us
campaign.
Shh, shh,
That's
don't
very
talk about
homophobic.
it.
That's very racist.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
No. No, he's not at all.
Keep coming through.
He's a
We have
dick.
an
You're
invite.
the LGBT community too, right? And you're still gonna kick us out?
They don't owe you any answers.
Are you serious?
That's crazy. Wow. Now I really won't vote for Biden and Harris. That's crazy.
Interesting. And you and
Whose
you're
decision
from
is that?
Las Vegas too.
Because we
huh?
want to talk to them.
Okay.
Right, whose decision was this?
Come on through. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being
You're a
here.
white
They're
man.
racist,
Part of the
Islamophobic,
LGBT community
obviously.
and you're being racist.
Get a ticket or something?
They're disinviting
Yeah, you can
us
come through.
because we have hijabs on our heads. That's why, people. This is not a democracy. This is disgusting.
They're literally we're being singled out.
Obviously, we're the only hijabi women. That's kind of clear. They're disinviting us because we have scarves on our heads.
Literally.
That's disgusting.
I thought about it.
When we have an invitation, just like everyone else, what is the problem?
By a man who's in the LGBT community too. You're going after another group.
Can they come in? They were already.
Why not? It is,
Yes,
because
it is.
why isn't
You
it?
singled
We
us
have an
out just
invitation.
There's plenty of women here that don't have.
Somebody get
here,
rid of
don't
Terrence
come
Roll,
up with
please.
excuses because
You
I.
are a black woman and you're coming up with excuses
I'm not
for
coming
racism
up.
as well.
I didn't.
Yes,
I
you
didn't
did.
give you an excuse.
You
I'm
just
letting
said that
you
we're
know.
not being
I'm letting you
discriminated,
know
but
that
when you clearly are.
I'm letting you know that you've been disinvited from an event.
Why?
So you can choose.
Yep. Exactly. I don't fucking owe you any excuses. And who cares if they want to disrupt? They should disrupt. Everybody should disrupt. Nobody should be sitting quietly while they force us to murder goddamn children, right? Only cowards in the fucking audience like you motherfuckers. Don't talk about Joe Biden. Shut the fuck up. Assholes. Meanwhile, Biden's support for Israel has hurt the campaign badly, according to Politico, with a sizable Arab American population in Michigan. And his team is scrambling to find other paths, because fuck you, Muslims. Not even going to try to get your vote. Not going to try to pull back on the child murders a little bit. Not going to try to hold the terrorist organization of the IDF accountable for the ethnic cleansing. Just let's find another path. Let's find the assholes in my goddamn audience who don't want to hold child murders accountable. Cowards. Sacks of shit. Yeah, that's your path to fucking victory, Joe Biden. According to 2 campaign advisors granted anonymity because they aren't authorized to speak publicly about the strategy. Yep. Biden support for Israel has hurt the campaign badly with a sizable Arab American population in Michigan, and his team is scrambling to find other paths to victory in the battleground states. Meanwhile, they asking his mouthpieces. This woman I used to respect, used to like, but just shows that she's another cog in the fucking machine. Another child murder accessory. What are you going to tell all the Arab Americans who are no longer wanting to vote for Joe Biden? What are you going to tell them? Israel has the right to defend themselves, of course. That's their message. To all you Arabs who are worried about the children being murdered, body parts blown to pieces, starved to death right now, Israel has a right to defend itself. Same old goddamn shit. They don't care about you.
The president has faced a lot of criticism in Michigan from the Arab American community. What does he say? What's his message to them? Those who feel disenchanted by the Gaza operation?
So a couple of things. Obviously, as Armour was asking me, tomorrow he's going to be going to Michigan. It's going to be a political organized trip that is going to be done by the campaign. So any itinerary or pieces like that are related to that particular trip, the campaign could answer to that more broadly, obviously. But what I would want to say is that the president has met with Americans with varying opinions about the conflict that we're seeing, sadly, in Israel and Hamas. Officials at the White House have had numerous conversations and in regular contact with Muslim and Arab Americans, leaders in Michigan and across the country. Hopefully Sam is okay. Get some water. Concerned for him. Look, the president's going to continues to believe that Israel has a right to defend himself. They have a right to defend itself as long as...
What about Palestine? Does Palestine have a right to defend itself? Same old shit, so he doesn't care. His message is still the same. This is about them defending themselves, even though we can all see they're clearly ethnically cleansing. They're clearly murdering these people, destroying their infrastructures. They have no other place to return. They're starving these people. Genocide. It's fucking genocide. Yet they're going to gaslight us and tell us, oh, it's just Israel defending itself, same as it ever was. Lost my goddamn shit. What happened? Damn, there we go. Just so frustrating to watch these goddamn sacks of shit gaslight us constantly and have my fucking idiot audience tell me not to call this shit out. Fuck. Children are being murdered. What's wrong with y'all? Just disappointed. I thought I had a good audience, man. So sick of fucking entertaining shitheads. Meanwhile, here's old Joe Biden. This is what he used to fucking be like. He used to be a lot sharper. But it's weird seeing this when he's talking about another country, not Israel, saying the exact same shit that Israel's doing. But it's different when another country does it. When Israel does it, it's fine. But when South Africa's doing it,
that you adhere to. And then and I will go over them in a moment. Then you say on page 14, we must not become part of South Africa's problem. We must remain part of their solution. We must not aim to impose ourselves, our solutions, our favorites in South Africa. Damn it, we have favorites in South Africa. The favorites in South Africa are the people who are being repressed by that ugly white regime. We have favorites. Our loyalty is not to South Africa, it's to South Africans. And the South Africans are majority black, and they are being excoriated. It is not to some stupid puppet government over there. It is not to the Afrikaner regime. We have no loyalty to them. We have no loyalty to South Africa, to South Africans. And the fact of the matter is I listen to this rationale, first of all. It is the leaders of South Africa and their people, black and white, who have the majority responsibility. They must rise to it. Well, they are rising to it. They're rising to it. The only thing left available to them with that repulsive, repugnant regime of Afrikaners there. And it's the only way they have. They've tried everything for the last 20 years. They begged, they borrowed, they crawled, and now they're taking up arms. The second thing, progress toward peace requires a timetable. Timetable, elimination of apartheid. What's our timetable? What are we saying to that repugnant regime? Are we saying you've got 20 days, 20 months, 20 years? We ask them to put up.
He's saying, let me send you bigger bombs. Kill more of the children. That's what he said now. He sounds different. He looks different. Completely fucking changed.
Timetable? What's our timetable? These people are being crushed. And we're sitting here with the same kind of rhetoric. The same thing we heard. We heard go slow. We heard we have to take care of the problem afterwards. We heard we can't impose.
You are totally misconstruing the testimony that I gave.
Read first.
Furthermore, Senator, let me say that I hate to hear a senator of the United States calling for violence.
I'm not calling for violence.
That's what you're doing.
I hate to hear.
Exactly what you're doing.
I hate to hear an administration and a Secretary of State refusing to act
that's Joe
on a
Biden.
morally abhorrent point. I hate to hear this country. I'm ashamed that this country puts out a policy like this that says nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. But now he's doing it. Now he's the child murderer, and it's fucking fine because he has no soul. And somebody in the audience said, y'all, are you talking to all of us? If you think I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. If you're not smart enough to know who the fuck I'm talking to, then I'm probably talking to you, okay? And then, apparently, we're about to go to war with Iran because Iran killed 3 U.S. troops. Only, it seems like they don't really have the evidence that Iran was particularly behind it. They're claiming that Iran supported some groups who did it. Yeah, we're supporting Israel. So when Israel attacks all these countries, are we responsible for that too? Right? Kind of has the Iraq has weapons of mass destruction vibe to it.
Idris.
Just to follow up, you said Iran was behind the attack. So what does that mean? Have you seen evidence of financing or directing anything specific to this attack? Not just generally, but specifically.
So maybe I need to clarify further from what Lita had mentioned. We know that Iran funds these groups, like Kataib Hezbollah.
Like
we
the
know
IDF
that these IRGC-backed militias are the ones responsible for attacks on our troops in Iraq and Syria. Beyond that, we're doing an intelligence assessments. We don't have. I can't give you today that.
This attack, linking it to Iran.
We just know that Iran funds these groups, like Kataib Hezbollah and other groups that have attacked our forces. But I don't have more to share on.
You're saying, right?
As a general matter, yes. Idris.
Yeah, so we don't know. We just know that Iran funded these groups. So I guess you're responsible for everybody you fund, America. Surely you're going to be consistent, hold yourself accountable. Meanwhile, Biden currently predicted to lose the Electoral College. Yeah. Shh. Hush up, y'all. Don't call him out. Which is ironic, considering we're still stuck with it in the first place because Biden helped Republicans block the resolution to abolish this. Now, hopefully this is not true. I'm still, just because I don't want democracy to end, even though democracy is pretty much over when these are our two choices, I still don't want Trump to be a dictator and take over the country. So I guess, still the child murder is better, but it ain't good. Right now, Democrats need 45 more. Trump predicted to be the winner if it was held today. Maybe shit'll change. I don't know. But it's grim, y'all. It's real fucking grim. And that's my ride with Biden section. Hell yeah. And I forgot to mention super chats. Lifeblood of the show, super chats. No questions dodged. Every question answered on the super chats. Please help out the World's Greatest Show. Only got $17 in super chat so far. That's what I get for yelling at the audience. It's fine. But hey, if you want to support the World's Greatest Show, please consider super chatting me. It helps out the cats, helps me keep the lights on. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this for folks. I mean, I know most of you are good, but it really pisses me off to have to entertain people who are trying to excuse this bullshit. It's very angering, very upsetting. I know I shouldn't let it, but I can't help it. Because I have to fucking watch these videos of children getting murdered all day, children getting blown to fucking apart, walking crying as their body parts are hanging off their body, getting surgery without anesthetic, and then you motherfuckers telling me I can't call it out. Makes me want to go fucking work at Walmart. But anyway, folks, let's just jump into the Free Palestine section. I usually do it at the end of the show, but fuck it, we're going to do it right off the bat since we're talking about goddamn Joe Biden. And yeah, breaking. Palestinian bodies found handcuffed, blindfolded, and executed. At Hamad bin Khalifa School, Palestinians were discovered executed, blindfolded, and handcuffed by Israeli forces. Euromed director, this disturbing scene beneath rubble raises questions and demands thorough investigation. But Israel has the right to defend themselves, y'all. They can handcuff anybody they want to at any school and just murder as many people as they want to because they're defending themselves, y'all. Don't you dare call out Joe Biden while he's sent some billions of dollars on our taxpayer dime. Don't call him out. Hush your mouth. Just let it happen. What the fuck is happening to my goddamn monitor? All right, well, I don't have my fucking chat up anymore because my shit keeps turning off. Well, what the fuck's happening up here? It's angry. Go along with my other anger issues that I have. All right, whatever. I can't see your fucking chat. I guess I don't need to goddamn see it. And this doesn't look like the hunt to Hamas to me, folks. The Guardian's created a stunning visual map of the scale of destruction in Gaza. Homes, mosques, libraries, churches, schools, university, everything that makes civil life possible erased. Look at this fucking genocide, folks. Look! Look what we're paying for. Look what Joe Biden's making us pay for. Israel has a right to defend himself, though, don't they, folks? We have to be quiet because Trump might get elected, y'all. We have to keep funding the murder of children. We have to keep it up, folks. Because Boogeyman Trump's going to get us if we don't. You fucking sacks of shit. Fucking weak, cowardly, goddamn Democrats. How you live with yourselves? How you sleep? We are slowly dying. Palestinians are eating grass and drinking polluted water as famine looms across Gaza. Starving these people out, folks. These children. These innocent fucking children didn't do shit to nobody. Born into this hell. While we sit in our fucking air conditioners, while we go eat our goddamn McDonald's, forced to pay for this shit. Fucking cowards. I gotta get rid of this fucking screen that's pissing me off. I don't know why the screen is not fucking loading up. All right, turn off then, motherfucker. If you're not gonna load up, then fuck you. Fucking. All right, my computer's locked up. Come on, motherfucker. Work the shit. Work it out. Frustrating. All right, now I can see your chat again over on this screen. Yeah, I can't take a break. Can't take a breath. Irritated. Anger. Because I know they're forcing me to pay for this shit. I don't want to be cool about it, to be honest with you. I don't want to be calm about it. I want to be angry about it. You all should be angry about it. Everybody should be angry about it. A Palestinian cries after receiving flour in Gaza. Look what we're doing to these people. The desperation, the cruelty caused by us, the evil ass Americans. We are the bad guys. I don't want to be calm about it. Even CNN calling out the lies a little bit. I'm shocked to even see this on CNN, folks.
We're asking the general if we can actually see the shaft to the tunnel. But
they raised the whole cemetery, because of course they did. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't you fucking raise the whole cemetery? Just being as evil as you could possibly be, and they claim, oh, they did it because there was a tunnel, a Gaza tunnel. The cemetery was terrorist, y'all.
Answer is no. So?
There's all kinds of machinery which I don't want you to take pictures of. The security might force.
But what about if we don't film it? We just look with our eyes.
And then you might fall in. The whole thing can collapse. Or you have to walk to the edge. The edge is not secured. It can collapse. There's machinery, so on. It's not something I'm going to take a risk on. Sorry.
The Israeli military later provided this drone footage showing the tunnel shaft we entered and another one nearby. CNN geolocated the footage using this satellite image.
They sent footage of tunnels that weren't anywhere near the cemetery, because of course they fucking did. These liars.
This outline shows where the cemetery once stood, and these are the two tunnel entrances clearly outside the graveyard. As for the tunnel they say they found here, where the cemetery once stood, the military never provided any evidence.
Oh, shocker! Never provided any evidence. Why not? If you haven't, why not? Who's it hurting? Who you hurting by showing that evidence? Nobody. You're just lying. You're fucking liars. You're fucking terrorist liars. Meanwhile, IDF soldiers infiltrate Ibn Sinai Hospital in Gaza dressed as civilian. Now, some people say that the people that they killed here were just freedom fighters, or they weren't actually Hamas. I don't know. And that's not the point of me showing you this. The point of me showing you this is, this just shows you. If they wanted to go in and do wet works to kill Hamas, they could do it. They don't have to indiscriminately bomb. They don't have to kill all these children. They can send people in like this and nobody have a problem with it. They can do precision targeting bombing. They have that capability. They could do it if they wanted to. Nobody have a problem with it. We're talking about ceasefires. We're not talking about, hey, you don't have to go to stop going in and get actually Hamas, the terrorist. We want you to stop indiscriminately bombing and murdering all the children, bombing the refugee camps, destroying all the infrastructure. That's what we're talking about. But they absolutely have the capability to go in, to send people in, to precision target Hamas if they wanted to. But none of this is about that. None of this is about destroying Hamas. It's about destroying the Palestinian people, murdering children and taking their shit on our dime. That's what it's always been about. And all right, that's all I'm going to cover on the Palestinian shit. No, I know precision infiltration was never their goal. True story. Angry. All right, folks, we're going to do a What the Fuck section coming up. And then we're going to read your super chats. Wish I had my screen up so I could see the chat at the same time. But what you're going to do, I know my monitor is flickering on and off. Further angering me, like I need to be more angry. Serenity now. See what you guys are saying here. Now that I got one screen to share, maybe I could half it. So I can see half and half. That'd be easier. I hear my dogs barking in the background. Singing the song of our people. Alright, good. Misty, yeah, Misty, my little parrot cat. Loves her some daddy. Like, daddy's so mad. Why are you so mad, daddy? Just pet me. Everything will be all right. I am glad I have these cats to pet all the time. I spend a lot of time petting cats. And definitely helps me to handle my extreme anger. I'm usually not that angry. It's just when people try to cover for genocide and child murder, I get a little testy about it. I would have showed her, Katie, hey, go to the shelter. Lots of cats in the shelter. Misty is the second one we rescued. Misty and Panda. I picked Panda and Kelsey picked Misty. These are our first two. We've had these the longest. Pet Misty for calmness. Calm it down, Dusty. All right, I'll be a little calmer now that I'm done with the Palestinian section. All right, folks, move right along. Let's do some, what the fuck, shall we? Holy shit. Definitely lives up to billing tonight. What the fuck? WTF question mark, WTF exclamation point. Know you guys heard about this one. Man beheads his federal employee father and posts video of decapitated head on YouTube while calling for revolution against the Biden regime and to fight army of illegal immigrants. Police take him into custody. So, shockingly, the video was removed from everywhere, folks. Here's X/Twitter. You can't even search the guy's name anymore. Which is curious since Elon Musk swears he's a free speech absolutist. And it's not against the law to show this guy's video, to even talk about his name. Right? That's not against the law. It's not hate speech. So why can't you talk about it or search for it on Twitter if he's a free speech absolutist? Well, he's not. He's not a free speech absolutist at all. He's worried this is going to hurt his advertisers, and that's all he cares about. It's all fucking bullshit. But, of course, I went and I found the video and downloaded it. And I'm not going to show you the video part of it. I'm just going to play for you the audio because I got time for one, and I do think it's important to listen to how crazy this guy was. First, he's repeating every right-wing talking point imaginable. Wokeness is taking over our society, trans people, LGBTQ. He bought in hook, line, sinker to every right-wing conspiracy theory. No doubt a Tim Pool supporter. But now this video can't be found, it can't be watched. The right-wingers are getting on X and Twitter and claiming this guy wasn't one of them. Claiming he didn't listen to them. Hell, I'm going to show you Tim Pool claim this guy was a psyop, obviously. Because what they do is they put out all these conspiracy theories, all this fear-mongering, and when some crazy people latch on to it, and they go out and kill people, they pretend they had nothing to do with it. They take no responsibility. It's not their fault. It's never fucking their fault. So we're going to listen to the video, folks. I guess I have to do it over here, since I'm fucking missing a screen. God damn it. So, here we go. Downloads. All right, so, he holds up a picture of a severed head. I'm not going to show you that part.
This is the head of Mike Moan, a federal employee of over 20 years, and my father. He is now in hell for eternity as a traitor to his country. It is said that those who commit treason and betray others occupy the lowest pits of hell for all time. The federal government of America has declared war on America's citizens and the American states. America is rotting from the inside out as far-left, woke mobs rampage our once prosperous cities, turning them into law.
So, yeah, God damn it. Alright, this fucking video, because my screen is not fucking coming up right. It's not want to play the fucking video correctly. Alright, let's try it with another browser. Let's try it in that one. Alright, this is the guy right here. There we go. And he pulls up.
This is the head of Mike Moan,
his dad's
a federal employee of over...
His dad's head is wrapped in a plastic bag. He's holding up in front of the screen right now.
20 years. And my father. He is now in hell for eternity as a traitor to his country. It is said that those who commit treason and betray others occupy the lowest pits of hell for all time. The federal government of America has declared war on America's citizens and the American states. America is rotting from the inside out as far-left, woke mobs rampage our once prosperous cities, turning them into lawless zones.
So, like I said, he's latched on to all the woke mob bullshit from Elon Musk, everything that Tim Pool put out. But he's also crazy on top of that. So he has these delusions of grandeur where he believes somehow he is a military leader, a cult leader that everybody's listening to, and he can command an army, which happens a lot of times with these crazy people. They attach themselves to these conspiracy theories and have a prominent role in them, but spreading all this craziness only feeds in to their whack job brains.
Taxpayer dollars are printed and used for anything but the taxpayers, with little to no accountability, which has inflated the economy to near destruction and has made it so most Americans can no longer afford the American dream. Meanwhile, a fifth-column army of illegal immigrants infiltrates our border, and if the traitorous Biden regime is successful in sending America's military overseas to fight for Ukraine and die in a Russian winter, just like every other military who has ever fought Russia in the winter, then America will be less protected when the fifth column of illegal immigrants strikes Americans on our own soil.
Oh no!
My name
Not
is
immigrants.
Justin Moan. I'm the commander of America's national network of militias, which you may know of as Moan's Militia. I now give the following order for all militia and patriots across the United States of...
Yes, I'm aware the video's not on the screen. I'm not showing you the fucking video. Because he holds up a dead head. I'm not going to show you a severed head and get my channel revoked. We can listen to it.
America. All federal employees are to be killed on sight. All FBI, IRS, and other federal law enforcement offices, as well as federal courthouses, are to be sieged around the country. All federal agents, U.S. Marshals, federal judges, and Border Patrol are to be killed or else...
All right, sorry, Dusty, but you're way off. Then fuck off. If you don't think Biden, who just sent $14 billion more dollars, who went around Congress to send more money to goddamn Israel, who, when he knew 10,000 children were murdered in fucking Gaza Strip, he sent bigger bombs, went around Congress, which I've covered. If you don't think he's responsible for that, then this is not the show for you. You should fuck off. I don't want you in my audience. I don't know how to make this any more clear. You are awful. There's something inside you that is broken and disturbed and disgusting. You are apologizing for child murders, for the sacks of shit who funded it, who supported it. You are the one who's the fucking problem. You don't belong here. This is not the show for you. I don't want you in my audience. I am ashamed of you. You are an embarrassment to us fucking all. You should be ashamed of yourself, but I know you're fucking not, because there's something missing inside of you. There is a hole where your empathy should be. Yes, Joe Biden could stand up to Israel. Yes, Joe Biden could stop supporting it. Yes, Joe Biden could stop going around Congress and sending them bombs. Yes, Joe Biden's the only motherfucker who could stand up to Netanyahu and make him back down. And if you don't fucking think that, then you're a goddamn idiot. You don't belong here. David Pakman is the show for you. Go watch his fucking boring ass and leave me alone. I cannot stand you. You are the worst of us. You are fucking pathetic, subhuman, bottom of the goddamn barrel. Go unfuck yourself and figure your shit out. You ignorant motherfuckers. You child murdering apologists is what you fucking are. You sackless, spineless weasels. Gonna cover for this child murdering goddamn monster. And pretend like he's not responsible for the shit he does. That's why he's able to get away with it. Because motherfucking weak-ass, sissy bitches like you won't fucking stand up. You won't demand it into it. You won't hold those who are responsible for their evil. Instead, you try to cover for them. You try to make shit up. You try to bury your head in the fucking sand. Well, not on my watch, bitch. Get fucked.
Captured, tortured for information.
I'll block you. I don't give a fuck. This is my show. It's my platform. You don't get to fucking say bullshit that's going to defend child murders on my platform. Go make your own show and see if anybody gives a shit about you. See if you're entertaining enough to get anybody to fucking watch you. Garbage. You're a garbage human.
And publicly executed for betraying their country.
I'm not going to relax. Stop telling me to relax. Nobody should be relaxed. You should be fucking angry. Don't try to calm me down. You get fired up. You get up. You rise to my level. Your anger should be with me. Don't you fucking try to calm me down as they bomb children. They murder children. They blow their body parts off on my fucking dime. Don't you tell me to relax about it. You stop being so relaxed. It ain't fucking me, motherfuckers, it's you!
Heaven by sending a traitor to hell early. I ask America's police, state National Guard, and military veterans to join your countrymen against the traitors in the federal government, unless you want to see Philadelphia and every other major city in America turn into a lawless zone like Portland and San Francisco. While we siege federal buildings and hunt down federal employees at their homes or any...
All right. If you come to relax, you're getting blocked. So Feel free to block anybody that tells me to relax. I don't care anymore. Go ahead, get blocked. I don't give a shit. Like, watching the show is a privilege that you can lose very easily. So, fuck around, find out, motherfuckers. All right, Diana Smealy, you're gone. All right. Use on this shit. Who's next? Who's next? All right, D.O., you're gone. All right. Use on the chat. Who's next? Come on, who's next? Come on. Smart off, dickheads. Go ahead. Smart off. Let's do it. I'll get rid of every one of you motherfuckers. I don't give a shit. I do this show by my fucking self with my cats.
Anywhere else they may be hiding. I asked for local Pennsylvania and New Jersey militia to act as my personal security force and form a protective zone around me to kill any federal agent who attempts to arrest or kill me. Governor Shapiro and other state governors are not to be harmed unless they intervene. The federal government is the enemy, not the state government. If I am captured or killed, do not give up. This is America and our freedoms we are fighting for. This is our children's futures we are fighting for. Joe Biden is no longer in power. I am now officially the acting president of America under martial law. If Joe Biden does not abdicate, then capture him and bring him to me in Pennsylvania. General Charles Brown, General Lloyd Austin, and all other active American military generals. Now is our last chance to retake America from the traitors. Do not order the military against the state militias and America's patriots. We are not your enemy. And
Anyway, so creepy father murderer cut off his dad's head because he's obsessed with right-wing talking points. That's the guy that murdered his dad, cut his head off, and put a YouTube video up with all its manifesto. That's now banned from even being searched for on Twitter and shit. And so, of course, X has been really slow to low. It's not even X, that's Straight's Time. Yeah, here's the guy. U.S. Med allegedly beheads father calls for... He didn't allegedly. We saw the fucking head. He cut the guy's head off. Calls for violence against federal employees on YouTube. Yep. He's the leader of big militia, y'all. We're all going to go immediately follow his orders. And so, of course, immediately Tim Pool went public to declare this guy was a psyop. Guess what always happens, folks? Mr. Civil War Tim Pool... 100% that guy was a fan of Tim Pool, listens to Tim Pool all day. This is the kind of right-wing bullshit Tim Pool spreads. And so they know that they're instigating violence. They know that the bullshit they spread, the lies they tell, is going to inflame mentally ill people to go out and murder folks. But they don't care because he's making millions. Tim Pool, $10 million a year. So when it happens, they always do the same thing. PSYOP! He must have been the FBI. There's no way I could possibly be responsible for any of this.
The breaking news is that we have this one. Police have arrested a man in connection with the video, which remained online for several hours. Why? Why did YouTube keep it up? Listen, YouTube takes swift action. They have AI that could flag this stuff. There's no way. Maybe. I mean, look, never attribute to malice that which can be attributed to incompetence. Hanlon's razor. Or maybe they wanted people to see it. Right now, according to News Nation, Democrats propose a bill to prohibit militia activity. Legislation would place federal prohibition on private militia activity. Congressman says groups used political violence during Capitol riots. Criminal penalties would increase based on severity of activity. So you mean to tell me, at a time when Democrats are trying to ban private militias, some guy goes online and calls for militia activity and attacks on the federal government and other psychotic nonsense? It reeks of a false flag, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. They removed it almost immediately as soon as they found out about it. But obviously, always got to do whatever you can to pass the buck to somebody else, to take no responsibility for what you do. While you got blood on your hands, Tim Pool. You got blood on your fucking beanie, dude. Yes, you are partially responsible for the people you inflame with the lies you tell, with the conspiracies you spread. Yes, you are. But I know you're never going to fucking take responsibility because conservatives don't do that. And you get away with it. Making millions upon millions of dollars. I guess why would you stop? And Laura Loomer, of course, man beheads his federal employee father and posts video of decapitated head on YouTube while calling for revolution against Biden's regime and to fight army of illegal immigrants. Please take them out of custody. Biden is making people snap. Yeah, Biden is responsible. Not Purge Mass Laura Loomer, who spreads these conspiracy theories. He jacks people up on a great replacement theory. Fearmongers about illegal immigrants continuously. The woke mind virus. Transpanic. You guys spread this shit. But no, it's Joe Biden made that guy snap. Never any responsibility ever, ever, ever for these fucking people. Tim is spitting facts. All right, you're gone. All right. How I use the channel? Like, I ain't dealing with no trolling. Hey, if you're just being funny or trolling, you shouldn't do that. This is what I was telling Jeff. Jeff got banned on the last show again. He got booted on the last show. And he's like, I was just trolling. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes trolls. It's only fun for you. See, a troll is like, I'm going to ruin everybody else's time because I think it's funny. No, fuck you. You don't get to do that here. Go make your own channel and troll. I'm not talking to Jeff. I'm talking to any of you guys. It's no fucking fun to listen to goddamn trolls trying to ruin everybody's experience, okay? Nobody thinks it's cool. Nobody thinks it's funny. You're not awesome. You're just acting like a dick because you find it funny. That's not acceptable. It's annoying is what it is. I'll get rid of every fucking one of them. I don't give a shit. And you guys see the rainstorm? Outside a factory door in Alabama? Like, holy shit, it's like they're in the ocean.
Whoa!
Yeah, no, what? What the fuck?
Holy shit!
No, you don't get to troll here. Literally nobody likes trolls. You just think that you are so special. You get to ruin everybody else's time and experience because you find it funny. It's so selfish. It's so childish. It's so low. 4chan. That's where you belong, not here.
Holy crap, it's in place!
Like, holy shit, it's like they're in the ocean. It's wild. That is a lot of water. That building is very well built, I must say. All right, David, you're gone. Bye-bye.
It paused.
Anybody else? Go ahead.
Tell you. Tell you.
Yeah, 4chan still exists. That's where I watch all my porn. It's like 90% trans porn and interracial cuck porn. That's what they love over there. Yeah, that is terrifying. And this is sort of an old video, but it went viral again. On the Reddit. Guess what this guy died from?
Do not try this at home. I am a fucking professional. This is only the rich piano fucking version. Do not repeat. Do not copy. This will kill you, kids, and I'm not joking. 1, 2, 3 scoops of 5150 is about 1,500 grams of fucking caffeine. That will fucking give you a heart attack. So if you're not Rich Piana, just stick to 1 scoop. And I'm
That's
not,
right.
Please.
He's not joking, folks. You'll die of a heart attack if you do this. If you're not him, Rich Piana, super studly, manly, heart attack immune, Rich Piana, you will die from this.
I bullshit you guys, seriously. Don't go over 1 scoop. All right. Full as fuck.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, he died of a heart attack. He died of a heart attack. Yeah, of course he did. You can't take that many steroids. You can't fuck with their hormones like that without dying of a heart attack. Don't do that. Yeah, Rich Piana. Not the best. Isn't 5150 a good guitar? 5150, I think, is code for a murder or something. Used to be a tribe name when I used to play professionally. I'm ruining your stone? Well, then go watch something else. You guys know that you don't have to watch this show, right? Nobody's forcing you to do it. There's so many other shows. There's so much other competition. Fuck off. Like, literally, if you're not entertained, go elsewhere. Like, right? What's wrong with you? You guys are being extra annoying tonight. And last but not least, folks, this is actually real, folks. I don't know if you've seen this, but I was on Facebook the other day, looking at the Facebook Marketplace, and I kept seeing advertisement for this all over the place, over and over and over again. And I don't troll, I talk shit. Okay, well, don't do that either. Literally, nobody likes that. It's only fun for you. Right? It's a selfish act where you're trying to make everybody else's time more miserable because you find it funny. That's what a child does. Nobody likes it. And when you have, like me, like I'm your friend, who literally make a living off entertaining an audience, and you come in, and then you make the experience worse for my audience, you make it less likely for people to watch my show. Which is not very friendly, to be honest with you. That's not what a friend should do. You should, like, do what you can to make it more interesting for my audience and not less, you know. And anyway, I was on Facebook and I saw this. I went and looked it up. And it's actually real. This is a real thing. I'm not ignoring the chatters. That's the whole point of the show, is to talk to the people in the chat, right? Poopcenters.com, the ultimate gag gift. Sweet revenge at its finest. People actually made a company doing this, folks. All right, don't tell me to get over it. Maxed out, you're about to get booted too. The trolls are not gone. They're still fucking posting. And I will talk about whatever I want to talk about. If you don't like it, fuck off. I don't care if you watch this show for 30 years. Anyway, two guys sitting around. They're like, we should start a business. What kind of business do we want to start? I don't know, let me think. Why don't we send poop to people? Genius! Let's start that up. And of course, there's all different kind of poops. Some poops are way more expensive. Cow dung, relatively cheap, but a combo pack, oh no, combo pack really expensive. Gorilla poop? Where they get gorilla poop at? I bet it's all cow poop. Like, how would you know if they said gorilla poop to somebody and not cow poop? Like, the person you sent it to is having it lab tested. So I'm going to call bullshit on that one. But anyway, if you guys want to send poop to people, there's a lot of you I'd like to send poop to about right now, to be honest with you. And, all right, that is my what the fuck section. No dog poop. They probably got that. It's probably super cheap. But, like, you wouldn't. It's probably all dog poop. Like, how would you know? Isn't this a biohazard? I would think so. Seems like that would be against the law. But, I mean, they're advertising on Facebook. They're literally spending money to advertise. So it must be a real business. Great business idea. You can tell the different poops by the taste. Well, you guys do some taste tests. Let me know how that fucking goes. And, all right, big shout out to... I gotta go over here with that one. Oh, Glenn Houston. Hey, Glenn Houston, thanks, man. Once again, Glenn Houston, one of the biggest supporters on Patreon, and it means a lot. Hero to the show, Glenn Houston. Don't come on the chat. Don't troll me. Don't say shit. Just a super cool guy that supports the show, and it means a lot. Love you, Glenn. Appreciate you. And all right, as always, I have a Patreon. If you guys want to become a patron after me yelling at you for an hour, please do so. Patreon.com/Podcast. Get all the exclusive content, all the after parties, all of it. Hell yeah. All right, let's read the super chats now. Dusty, thank you for holding Biden and Dems accountable and covering Palestine. If Biden loses, Dems better fucking use a mirror to see why they lost. They won't, though. They'll never fucking learn. Doesn't seem like. Seems like the two-party system is coming to an end. We really have to think about a third party or ranked choice, something. Something has to fucking give. Because literally, when these are our two choices, democracy is just an illusion at this point. Thick Corey, $2. Hey, Thick Corey, thanks. Appreciate you. Jeff Young, $10. I'm with you, Dusty. I'm tired of voting for the lesser of two evils. I might not vote this next election, and I don't think I can bring myself to vote for Genocide Joe. Let's just hope they both check out. I know, right? Come on, Grim Reaper. Old age. Let's do it. Your only hope. Jason Ashby, $20. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you. Pitt Hanks, $20. Under international law, Israel does not have the right to defend itself against people they occupy, but Palestinians do have a right under law to resist their captors. I think that's why Zionists keep making people say that. I mean, it just shuts down any debate. They're not doing genocide. They're just defending themselves. It's all self-defense. It's all completely justifiable, but it's fucking not. It's gaslighting. And it's not working anymore. And BBC, $50, very generous. What, BBC? No one cares about someone else's problems until they're affected by said problems. I can assure you that the very moment it doesn't exclusively affect brown folks, laws we passed and reparations we paid, ceasefire now, I know, right? It's so sad to see even my own audience try to defend this shit. These are people, I guarantee, consider themselves good left-wingers, consider themselves empathetic, supporters of gay rights, trans rights, all that stuff. Will sit there and defend child-murdering Joe Biden on this shit. Because there's a blind spot, there's a brokenness. This is why so many minorities can't stand liberals of the left, because it's so fake. Their ally shit is so fucking fake. And you guys are really showing your ass about it. And Jason Ashby, 5 Cult Plus memberships. Thank BBC, and thank you, Jason Ashby. And BBC, 20. Hell yeah, Twitter. Better see all of you guys if you want to come yet out again on the after party. And thank BBC and Jason Ashby. Appreciate you guys. Dianellers. Keep it up, Dusty. Very few are fighting for Palestinians in the West. You are on the right side of history. Always remember that. I sleep like a baby, y'all. I sleep like a fucking baby. That's all I can do. You know, if the audience shrinks because people don't want to hear me yell out or they want to defend this shit, it's fine. Like, I'd rather do this to a very low audience, very low numbers, than have people in my audience that I don't respect. Jason Ashby, Dusty, stay angry, but also please take a breath for just a second. We love you. Okay, I want to be angry. I don't need a breath. I'm fine. I want to be mad. But thank you. Caligula Jones, $20. Fuck Israel. Preach on, Dusty. Thank you. Appreciate you supporting the show. Caligula, I am going to keep doing exactly what the fuck I'm doing. I've had so many people try to get me to stop, not just about Palestinians, but everything over the years. The last 15 years I've done this. People try to bribe me. Like when John Lennon's son invited me to New York to hang out with him. But caveat, I had to stop talking about Jordan Peterson and the intellectual dark web, who are his best friends. That was the caveat. Guess where I never went? Because fuck that shit. I ain't selling out. I don't give a fuck enough about money for that. I like sleep too much. Some jerk. Keep calling it out, Dusty. Not all of us are mindless sycophants. I know the majority of you guys are amazing. It's just a very few. But they still need to be called out. Long live the high priest of the church of the painful truth, Dusty Abstash 2024. I appreciate it. I'll do what I can. Thank you for your support. Carlos Montana, $2. Thanks, Carlos. Fruit Bats, $5. Well, the lesser evil is hummus. Lesser evilism gets us trading our values to vote for still evil. Israel is an illegal settler colonial state. Yes, they are. Don't get me wrong, I don't like Hamas. Hamas also a terrorist organization, but the body count, the amount of children they're murdering, is not even on the same plane of existence. And Jason Ashby, that undercover hospital operation was in the West Bank. No? Yes, I believe it was. Carla Campbell. I love you, Dusty. 100% agree with you. I love you, Carla Campbell. Good to see you tonight. Anita Wood, $20. Thank you, Anita. You rock. Honestly, Dusty, moving forward, we should assume Israel is lying until proven otherwise, like cops, right? I agree with you there, Pitch Hank. Morton Beer, $20. The beheader sounds like Tucker and them, word for word. Yeah, of course he does. That's why they're trying to claim it's a psyop now. So they don't have to take responsibility or change it in any way, which they won't do. They're making too much money off of it. This is what's rewarded in our society. Carla Campbell, $10. I'm so tired of having to choose between two evils. Yes. And every election, they get more evil as time goes on. Yes, it's incredibly depressing right now. It's the most evil on both sides I've ever fucking seen. And that's saying something. We had Ronald Reagan. Okay, we had George Bush. It's just getting out of fucking control. And it's because people want to stick their head in the sand and tell you not to talk about it. Duckies, $100. Hey, very generous Duckies. Appreciate you. Good to see you tonight. Oh my God, Duckies. So sexy right now with your 23. I bet that's the size of your dick if you're a dude. Righteous Anger's Righteous, hell yeah, Grumpy Queer, appreciate you. Vincenzo B, crazy right-wing patricide decapitator is a Temple watcher? No, can't be. Temple is a lefty, y'all, I know, right? Super lefty, the leftiest among us, Temple. Barbara Walker. I appreciate your passion and hate to see you get so upset. I want to know what party are you leaning towards. I mean, if it comes down between Trump and Biden, like, you got to vote for Biden, obviously, but only because Biden would actually leave office in 4 years, and Trump's not going to. Trump's going to pull us through a civil war. He's going to try to do exactly the same thing he did last time. He's going to try to become a dictator and stay in power forever to keep himself out of jail like Netanyahu. So you got to vote for the fucking child murderer. But it should make you angry. It should make you scream. You shouldn't want to be calm about it. This is not a calm situation. This is not a happy country we live in. It's something you should do with furious anger. And Dave, damn, I love our mods. Now, all you wonderful trolls, thank you for feeding the algorithm goddesses. Yep. Mods are awesome. I appreciate you guys. And yes, I know I should calm down a little bit, but I have a hard time. It's that you guys don't even see all the videos I don't show you because I can't show you the dead kids all day long. But I literally sit here all day long and look at these fucking kids get killed. And it affects me. I appreciate what you do. I say thanks, Yo Man's Code. I appreciate what you do. Jeremiah Haas, 499, longtime fan, first time donating, love your show, love your humor and your insight. I appreciate you. Not so funny tonight, but normally I'm a lot more humorous. Sitting by love. Hey, Senora Rose, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. UE53, I respect your passion. The world needs more people like you. Love, save the Gazans. Yep, we need more people angry, that's for sure. That's the only thing that's going to stop this shit. It's anger. Not no kumbaya bullshit. Brian Paul, $20. Thank you, Brian. You rock, Brian. And BBC, I'm a federal employee. Well, I hope they bring 6 friends with them. Not running from anyone. It's about like that guy that was staring at us when we were at the restaurant. They ain't gonna do shit. Fake tough guys. Notice that guy didn't say shit, didn't do shit. Every one of them are like that. Jason Ashby, $5 Canadian, just thinking about your heart health. Man, my heart's fine. Like my resting heart rate is like a elite athlete. My blood pressure is below perfect. You ain't got to worry about me having a bad heart. We need you to be out there preaching for a long time. But let's seriously though, anger is the correct emotion. Yeah, it is. Appreciate you, Jason. Brian Paul, extra $5. I forgot the time of message. You rock, Dusty, left in North Dakota. Stay angry, we need it. Hey, right back to you, Brian Paul. Love to you in North Dakota. Settle abroad. I lost my apartment on the 2nd. My birthday is tomorrow. I'm saying stay with my JW mother, but at least I can help the animals. Thanks, Dusty Tribute. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, Seth. I hope everything goes better for you. Say hello to your mother for me. Samuel Avitro, I love you and the show. It makes me feel sane knowing there are people who I agree with in the world. I mean, I love you guys. You guys are the only reason I'm able to do this. Heroes, every one of you, and I appreciate you. And Stephen Grayer, $10. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate you. You rock. And thank you, everybody supporting the show. I very much appreciate you. We still have plenty of show to go, so get your super chats in. I'm going to read all the rest of them at the end of the show. You know you want to do it. But for now, let's do some Chud Watch. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chuds and make fun of them. And first off, on tonight's Chud Watch. So, Nikki Haley, Nimrata, was on The Breakfast Club. And they asked her, hey, why are you so against Kamala Harris? And she gave some kind of nonsensical answer, but basically it boils down to Obama caused racism, so she doesn't like Kamala Harris. Word salad. Let's have a listen.
Kamala, I want to ask why you said if Kamala was president, why it would send chills down your spine.
Sure. So a couple of things. I think with Obama, that was, if you go back, that's when we really started to feel the division. That's when it was...
A lot of that was because of white supremacists, though.
Well, no, I think it was everything. Everything was exaggerated with the Obama administration. It became more about gender. It became more about race. It became more about separating Americans instead of bringing...
Literally because of you guys, because you guys were so racist. You guys put this in people's faces all day to try to divide us. And then you say, oh my God, look how divided we are. Yeah, because of you, bitch.
bringing them together.
That was because of right-wing media, though. Well, they were scared to death of a black president.
Look, I don't think everybody is at fault. I'm not saying that one person did this, but I'm saying under that administration, it really did cause some. You just people felt like they were being put in camps through that administration. The second thing is, I saw he was very much an Iranian sympathizer. He very much kept wanting to support and do things with Iran. I think that's incredibly dangerous. This is a culture that says death to America, and you have to always be careful. A lot of spending happened on his watch that started.
Trump spent $8 trillion. You were literally going to endorse him. As soon as you lose, you're going to be on Trump nuts and endorse him. You don't give a fuck about any of this.
Us down that spiral. And then Obama did a lot of things by executive order. And that really started he did a lot by executive order. Then Trump came in and reversed it all by executive order. Then Biden went and reversed it all there. Fault. You've got to do it the hard way. You got to get Congress to come together and do those things. But
they're not going to come together and do anything. Literally, the whole point of Republican Congress is to do nothing, to obstruct everything.
Because that makes it permanent. So what that did is that created leaders from around the world saw you just wait out a president. But more than that, people got used to just quick fixes instead of coming together and doing the hard work. So it was more about what do we need to do to move us forward in a way that we're lifting up everybody, not a select few. That's when I started to see it. Kamala, it's from an experience standpoint.
Like literally nothing had anything to do with Kamala Harris at all. Just word salad racism. Blame Obama for everything because you think that's a good attack point or some shit. Meanwhile, Trump lawyer Alina Habba back out here, back on the Trump nuts.
But they would like the American public to believe in these bogus indictments, that there are some facts that say that President Trump was obstructing justice. When he has his turn in court and when we get to file our papers, you will see that every single video, every single surveillance tape that was requested was turned over. If President Trump didn't want something turned over, I assure you, that is something that could have been done, but he never would act like that. Okay, he is the most ethical American I know.
He's the most ethical American I know. Donald Trump, and they always say this, we get our day in court, we're going to prove everything, and then they never do. They always get their day in court, they never come forward with anything, they just say it, and then it doesn't happen, and afterwards no one ever holds them accountable. But still, folks, she is 100% loyal to Trump. Can't get any more loyal than Trump's lawyer, Alina Habba. So, of course, immediately Trump fired her. I am in the process, along with my team, of interviewing various law firms to represent me in an appeal of one of the most ridiculous and unfair witch hunts of our country has ever seen. I will make my decision soon. Uh-oh. I guess losing $83 million. Not cutting the mustard there, Alina. There's no amount of loyalty you can have towards Trump that will make him have it back towards you. Love to see it. Well, she wasn't quite fired yet, I guess, but he's looking for new lawyers, which means, yeah, she's basically fired. He's not going to use her for anything important anymore. And then it was reported Donald Trump's PAC spent $50 million of donors' money on his lawsuits, on his legal bills. This is where all the money for the Republican Party is going. Chapter after chapter across the country is going bankrupt because all their money's funneled into this orange goof, which is great. It's great for our society. I mean, Trump, you wouldn't think this would be a good thing for us, but it technically is, because the more money they spend on this bullshit, they're basically just burning the money. The less money they have to win elections, which is why they're doing incredibly poorly across the country, except for him because of Joe Biden and the child murders. So cool, keep it up. And of course, no matter how big of a piece of shit you are, no matter how rich you are, as long as you're awful, this world continues to reward you over and over again. Hotel mogul gives Trump $1 million. Imagine giving Trump $1 million. Just having so much money you can give Trump, who already claims he's a billionaire. Meanwhile, this guy knows 40,000 children starving every day, homelessness out of control, people going bankrupt over medical bills, people starving in the fucking streets. Nothing. Nothing for the needy, nothing for those who actually need it. But Trump, unlimited money from these people. He's saying he's going to give him $20 million more soon. So for a total of $21 million, because why not? Why would you not give a billionaire $21 million out of your own pocket? Super cool in this garbage planet we live. And then they asked him, hey, are you going to spend the money you get from campaign funds paying off your rape convictions? You know, E. Jean Carroll and all that, and all the other fines you get for all your companies. Are you going to use campaign money to pay that off? And of course, he doesn't answer the question, which means yes. He plays stupid, which you would think, hey, he's not playing, but this time he actually is playing stupid, pretending like he doesn't know what you're talking about while he lies to his fucking teeth.
Do you plan to try to use campaign funds or PAC money to try to pay some of the penalties in New York defamation and fraud cases?
I don't understand what?
Are you thinking of potentially trying to use campaign money to pay some of those penalties that you might incur?
What penalties?
What penalties, Jeff? $83 million. You remember the $83 million verdict they just handed down? And before that, they handed like a $5 million verdict before that. So you got like $90 million in total just for this one case. Remember that? What are you talking about? No penalties. I won those cases. He's going to gaslight so that when his cult members hear this and somebody asks them about it, they'll be like, Trump won those cases. Trump doesn't owe anybody any money. He won them. They'll literally tell you that, folks.
Your fraud case, the defamation case.
I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, that's been proven as far as I'm concerned. And actually, we won in the Court of Appeals. You probably saw that. That case has been largely won
It did not.
in
No.
the Court of Appeals.
No, that's not true.
That was a political case coordinated with the White House by the Attorney General, I
It was
assume is
not.
what you're talking about. And we won that case
You didn't.
largely in
You
the Court of
lost
Appeals.
miserably.
The defamation case, the original.
That's a ridiculous case. That case is.
So yes, I'm going to spend every dime they give me on my own legal cases and bullshit. And good, do it. Keep it out, Republicans. You'll lose seats all across the country because of this guy destroying your own fucking party. Why not? Meanwhile, I can't believe it. Dr. Daryl Scott, longtime horrific chud influencer, actually calling out his own side for once. Not accidentally, he is based by saying this. Daryl Scott says, in quotes, black people might fly airplanes. Wah! Black people get good jobs that we whites should get. Wah! Black people are becoming judges and prosecutors. Wah! Biden put a black woman on the Supreme Court. Wah! They're playing a black song at the Super Bowl. Wah! They have 2 black holidays. Wah! I'm sick of hearing y'all crying while saying we don't see race. That's all you see is race. No shit. People that continuously talk about hating identity politics. All they do is talk about identity politics. All they do is see race everywhere, obviously. Meanwhile, folks, get ready to hear the greatest amendment that they've ever tried to pass in the history of government.
Partisan Republicans are seeking to impeach Secretary Mayorkas for the following reasons. 1, later this year, United States voters will choose a president for the next 4 years. The presumptive Republican nominee, Donald Trump, is a narcissistic, hateful liar who was found by a court of law to have raped and defamed at least one woman. He is currently facing 91 criminal charges for a wide variety of alleged offenses, including a felony conspiracy to defraud the United States. He was twice impeached by the House of Representatives, including for inciting a violent insurrection. He is currently working to foment discord and perhaps a civil war, encouraging Republican governors to order National Guardsmen to take up arms against the federal government. In a fair election, he will lose because the United States people prefer decent, honest civil servants like Joe Biden. Republicans are playing dirty political games, attempting to impeach Alejandro Mayorkas to distract from their own legal and electoral problems, score cheap political points, and appease their cult leader. 2, in the same election, United States voters will choose their representatives to Congress. Republicans are widely expected to lose control of the House of Representatives, in part because court rulings have overturned several gerrymandered maps and returned voting power to disenfranchised citizens. Voters are also witnessing the extent to which Republicans have failed to govern. As Republican members of the House of Representatives have spent far more time fighting with themselves over who should serve as Speaker than on any meaningful attempts to develop bipartisan solutions to problems facing our country. The House Republican majority has accomplished approximately nothing. As Republican Congressman Chip Roy put it, quote, "We have nothing. In my opinion, we have nothing to go out there and campaign on. It's embarrassing," end quote. As Republicans stare down the increasing likelihood of losing their grip on power, they are becoming more and more desperate, grasping at any opportunity available to potentially increase their poll numbers, even if it means pursuing an unconstitutional impeachment based on flimsy pretexts and dishonest twisting of the facts. 3.
Damn, just laying it all out there. I'm guessing that amendment won't pass, but nice try. And break out your not a drag queen emojicons. Utah firefighter Joe Hawkins has been arrested for attempting to arrange a meeting with a 9-year-old girl and her mother to start an incest family and possessing child sexual abuse images. Trump 2020. Always the one you most expect. Yep, this one hates trans people because he cares about the children, y'all. It's all projection. These fucking cabal of goddamn pedophiles don't actually care about anything they say. Guarantee you're not going to see that on anybody who's a Trump supporter's timeline, because why would they actually call out real pedophiles? They would not. Meanwhile, apparently I was right. Shocking. God's Army border truck convoy falls flat amid right-wing honeypot paranoia. They're afraid that the glowies, the feds, are going to bust them. And as David Roy said, it looks like you were right. Yep. The leader of the truck convoy has once again raised $50,000 for all these people to come to the border. Then when the convoy is on the way, he cancels it. He walks away with all those donations, and the group falls for another scam that stole money from them. It's 100% what I said was going to happen, folks. One guy at the top was going to con all the rest of them out of money, spend it on blow and hookers, and the whole thing's going to fall apart. And then a week from now, they forget about it and move on to the next con because these people are so goddamn stupid. Never fail to be grifted. I'll skip that one. Meanwhile, Tucker Carlson having Russell Brand on the show, giving Russell Brand the rub because, you know, Russell Brand is a sex assaulter. We've had, like 6 or 7 women come out so far saying he sexually assaulted them. So, of course, he is the darling of the right, the worst among us. So here he is explaining how right Alex Jones and David Icke are about everything. Remember David Icke, famous for claiming the government is run by lizard people, shapeshifters. They're all shapeshifters, folks. Definitely, this is a guy who's telling the truth.
It terrifies me to contemplate, Tucker, that people like Alex Jones and in our country, David Icke, who, aside from some views that are impossible to corroborate around quite occultist and, shall we call them, marginal ideas.
That's a weird way of saying, despite all the lies they constantly tell about fucking everything. But continue.
Difficult to corroborate ideas. When it comes to the subject of globalization and the increasing authoritarianization of our planet, appear to have been ahead of the curve.
They were not. They were always lying about everything. All Alex Jones does, he takes news stories that are real news stories that everybody was talking about at the time, and then he blows them out of proportion, claims that it's the Illuminati behind it. It's some kind of satanic conspiracy theory, and then makes paranoid people delusional about it. In no way right whatsoever, Russell Brand.
You can see them 20, 30 years ago saying the empowerment of NATO, the empowerment of world banks and the WHO, like this is extraordinary.
Alex Jones, you talk about the police. You talk about how all the police were jackbooted thugs. The police were the enemy. Now it doesn't suck police nuts all day long. Alex Jones is 100% different than he used to be. But yes, Alex Jones would cover stories in the news that everybody was fucking talking about. He wasn't some soothsayer. Everybody was talking about it back then. You pretend like he was the only one talking about it. Is the bullshit part, is the lies that he went on to add upon the news stories that were the problem, Russell Brand.
And it terrifies me to contemplate, Tucker, that we call them marginal ideas, difficult to corroborate, ahead of the curve. You can see them 20, 30 years.
I guess I could play that whole clip, but it's like the water is making the frog gaze thing, which they'll bring up saying, he was right. They're putting atrazine in the water. Yes, they were covering that story back then. Big corporations were polluting the water. And yes, atrazine can feminize frogs. Yeah, what Alex Jones does, instead of blaming the corporations that are behind it, he turned around and blamed the Illuminati, a satanic cabal of globalists. And then he would support the right-wingers who would deregulate the business and make it much more likely that they would pollute our water. That's the actual problem, you fucking moonbats. But gaslighting, that's all they fucking do continuously. And then, meanwhile, in Florida, you can't have anything nice. They can't stand the thought of animals not suffering. So the party of small government moving to ban sales of cultivated meat. If Florida bans cultivated meat, it will be the first in the nation to do so. With food scarcity challenging modern agriculture, those behind the development of alternate protein sources fear this will set a dangerous precedent. Yep. No more freedom. I dare you not let animals suffer. I guess lab-grown meat, science, technology progress is always horrible. We're the fucking worst among us. Got to keep us in the Stone Age forever. And gaslighting, that's all they fucking do, folks. Here's Marjorie Trader Queen. Our government is sending $1 billion to Ukraine every single month. Now do Israel. Imagine the difference if instead of our government sending $1 billion a month on Imagine the difference if instead our government spent $1 billion a month on mental health in America. Marjorie Trader Queen was one of only 20 House Republicans who voted against legislation reauthorizing grants for community mental health services. She literally voted against it. She was one of the only people that voted against it. They're going to use it as an excuse for why we should stop funding Ukraine. Because, of course, it's all gaslighting, all lies, all the fucking time. And they're never held accountable because conservatives don't give a shit. Meanwhile, remember I showed you guys in the last show, conservatives were all up in arms because black folks were skiing while black. I dare you have a good time. Well, Nazi Barbie Lauren Winsk is back to post another video of them having fun that we're all supposed to be outraged by. Oh my God! No! Oh no! Oh, a black person having fun skiing shirtless. What? How can this stand? And yep, diversity on the slopes, just racism all the goddamn time. That's all they got. And we're going to skip that one. Fuck that. All right, that is my Chud Watch for now. Let's move on. What you guys think about that? I was going to cover Elon Musk, but I don't want to talk about Elon right now. I'm fucking sick of Elon. Go towards the light, Elon. Yeah, I dare they have fun while black. You can't do that. You're supposed to be miserable. Don't you know you're in America? You're a second-class citizen? I thought that was Trash World. That was not Trash World. That was Chud Watch. I don't even have a Trash World tonight. Skipping the Trash World. Do they think they're hiding their racism? They don't care. They know that they don't have to hide it anymore. They know they can just be racist on Maine and they'll still get rewarded for it. They'll actually make more money. The more racist they are, the more money they'll make. So they just do that. It's what Charlie Kirk's doing now. And they're right. That's what this society is rewarding. We are horrible, broken, failed state. And all right, we're along, folks. Let's do something I like to call whoa, panic. And first off, on tonight's Woke Panic, they still mad about Taylor Swift, y'all. Of course they are. Funded by billionaires, Benny Johnson has a theory, y'all. He says, by now, everyone knows Taylor Swift is a government psyop. No, we don't. And this is exactly why corporate media is having a meltdown about it. Literally, no corporate media is having a meltdown about it. We're making fun of all you guys who seem to be having a meltdown about it. I love conservatives. They melt down about something, and then when we make fun of them about it, they accuse us of being the ones who melted down about it. Just no self-awareness. 4 years ago, the Pentagon Psychological Operations Units pitched NATO about turning Taylor Swift into a social influence asset. Definitely happened. In 2019, George Soros bought her entire music catalog. I think that happened. In 2020, she came out as a raging liberal Joe Biden supporter after previously being political neutral. Didn't she re-record all her songs so she would have the rights to them again, which pretty much fucked George Soros over? In 2023, her Eras Tour ranked higher in revenue than the GDP of 50 countries. She is hugely popular. You're right about that, Betty Johnson. In 2023, she helped register over 35,000 new voters with a single Instagram post. Once again, very, very popular. Thanks for pointing that out. And now she's dating Pfizer and Bud Light agent in the NFL, the most watched live sport in America. That makes sense. She's incredibly famous, and footballers are beefcake and hot. So, yeah, that all tracks. Even the New York Times wrote a story on how Biden is courting her for an endorsement and how he wants to appear on stage with her. Yeah, obviously, that's very smart. He wants to be elected again, so what's wrong with that? You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to put it all together. You do. You actually would have to be a giant fucking dickhead, ridiculous conspiracy theorist to think any of this tracks. You just have to be paying attention. Cry harder, noobs. Meanwhile, over on Fox News, #1 cable news network in America.
But then the other story is how Taylor Swift, their special strategy is to get young people to vote, is to have her support him. Now, she evidently tweeted out support for him, and I saw the full screen this morning. I don't remember that. 2018, she went for the candidate, Phil Bredesen, against Marsha Blackburn. Marsha Blackburn felt that. She does have power. But it would be the single dumbest thing a mega superstar could ever do.
Why?
Why would you tell half the country that you don't agree with them in this highly polarized time? You stay out of it.
Because she has integrity, morals, she's standing up on our principles. She wants to help America be better than it is. She already has more money than God, and she doesn't need you. If you're going to reject her simply because she wants a different presidential candidate than you pick, then get the fucking stepping. Exactly like I feel about my entire goddamn audience. The same reason I scream at people in my audience to fuck off, right? You have to stand for more than just being popular.
Hey, listen, I'm Taylor Swift. I like this guy. He happens to play football for a living. I'm on the stage a lot, selling out. That's it. I think it would be the craziest thing ever for her to do it. And Joe Biden's not worth it. I mean, my goodness. If you need Taylor Swift to get you another 4 years, that's how bad your first 4 years have been. You're done. You're finished. You're through.
And I'm sure if she's coming out supporting Trump, they'd be saying, oh, this exact same stuff. Wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? Yeah, surely they would. And then even Hannity mad about it.
Or maybe she just bought into all the lies about conservatives and Republicans, that they're racist and sexist and homophobic. And
we literally can see that with our own eyes. So, yeah, maybe she's paying attention.
Xenophobic and transphobic and Islamophobic. That Republicans and conservatives want dirty air and water and a total ban on all abortion with no exceptions.
Mostly.
If she believes all that, she is believing a lie.
No.
Because those
no. Maybe not every single conservative believes that, but the vast majority of them do believe that. That is true. You're the one lying right now about pretending it's not true.
Talking points are simply untrue.
Nope.
Now, I'm just saying, maybe she wants to think twice before making a decision about 2024. Here with reaction.
Yeah, think twice, Taylor Swift. Be afraid. You guys are just pushing her into it so you can have something to bitch about. Meanwhile, Trump stooge Brennan Daly kind of sounds like cancel culture to me.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be straight up blunt with you. As long as Taylor Swift remains, we'll call it a free agent, we will behave a certain way.
Oh.
The second she makes the wrong choice, it is absolutely incumbent upon us to punish that bitch for doing that.
Yeah! If you support a candidate we don't like, we gonna punish you, bitch. Definitely scared of you, Brendan Daly. You are so terrifying. Ooh, Brendan. Please don't hurt us, Brendan. Oh, my God. Just, dude, you're so fucking pathetic. Nobody's afraid of you, dude. You are a goddamn goof. Meanwhile, Jack piece of shit Mick out here. And he's all like,
on this movement, the millions watching back TV, when we do the podcast, when we do War Room, when we do human events, right? That's who we got. And so that's who we have to go to war with. And so when it comes to winning these elections, we have to understand the new game. And when I talk about Taylor Swift, I say it's so obvious to me. She's the perfect vehicle to go to those low propensity white liberal women to say, I need you to come out. I need you to come out for what? What'll be the issue? It'll be abortion, right? Abortion will be the issue.
You guys made abortion legal, right? Remember, you're forcing children to have their rapist babies. 65,000 new rapes in states with anti-abortion laws right now. Yeah. You guys did that.
You need to come out. You need to get out on here, and we can all see it. I'm sorry. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. But unfortunately, I have to live in the world of what's what potential threats could be out there, and the indicators and warnings right now are going off the charts. That of course she came out as a Democrat in 2020. She attacked Marsha Blackburn in 2018. She's driven out voters using her social media presence in the past, and so it really seems like all the indicators are going. And then of course take my word for it. The New York Times has already said that the Biden administration is working on what they call the Taylor strategy. So again, it's not about her as a person, it's about the machine that's around her and how they can use the power of her celebrity. And people have said, well, wait a minute, Jack, celebrities have always gotten into politics and it doesn't really matter. Yes, it matters now because they changed the system of voting. Right, because they changed it to ballots, because they changed it to, and by the way, we can do this as well. We don't have a Taylor Swift on our side, but you know who we have?
Who do you got?
We have Kid Rock, we have Ted Nugent, we have influencers.
Oh, no, they got Kid Rock and Ted Nugent. All we have is Taylor Swift, y'all. Oh, it's over for us. It's over for us. They're breaking out the big guns. I hope they don't get Rob Schneider involved. We are so dead.
All these people, John Voight, we have people that can come out and use their audiences, number one.
What about Kevin Sorbo?
And I want an army of Scott Presslers at every Kid Rock event and every Ted Nugent event. And I hope, by the way, and I need to talk to those guys about this because I've got this idea that maybe we even ask them, you guys mind doing a little tour later this year? Are you doing it?
Go on tour! Ted Nugent, John Voight. Definitely going to get the young people in the seats.
Anything this fall, and I don't know where, but maybe I could think of a couple of states like, I don't know, Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, to have them running around. Nevada, of course, Nevada, please. Yes, of course, right here. So it's all about operations right now. It's about, they've got their operation. It's a great operation.
Yeah, way better than you guys. You guys are fucking doomed as doom can be, I must say. Good God, y'all. Beyond parody. And what more? This one from OAN host. The fuck's her name? I don't give it. Allison. Let's watch her freak out about it.
America's pop star celebrity sweetheart joins forces with the top dog in the NFL, playing for the team that's going to the Super Bowl. I mean, let's be real here. This is bread and
yeah, you're so real.
Circuses on steroids. Major League Sports, in and of itself, is nothing but a psyop. Get kids plugged into the cycle of going to public indoctrination camps, playing sports for their school.
Literally, if that were true, then it's about making you ultra-patriotic, instilling jingoistic bullshit in your head. They say they sing the national anthem in front of every single game, every one of them. Pee-wee, junior high, high school, college, every game, regardless of what it is, for fucking ever. If anything, it's indoctrination for patriotism.
And going to games. Many end up devoting their entire childhood to competing in various sports, only to be cut from the team, at which point they become brainwashed into supporting professional teams because they know their dreams of becoming a pro athlete will probably never happen. So then they become obsessed with some grown man who gets paid millions of dollars every year to throw a ball around while promoting poison death shots and child slave labor through various brand deals and endorsements.
Oh my.
So sad.
Hello, so sad.
Imagine being so brainwashed by sports you actually show up to your team stadium to shovel snow for free,
hey, I agree with
so you can
that.
watch a bunch of grown men who are overpaid tackle each other.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Seriously though,
Hell
trudging
yeah.
through 3 feet of snow amid a massive blizzard just to watch a game? Yeah, sorry, you couldn't pay me to do that.
Me either.
Just imagine for a moment if people were as dedicated to Jesus as they are professional sports.
Lost me.
I think the country might look pretty different if that were the case.
Yeah, it'd be worse.
But sadly, as we know, it's not.
No.
And perhaps that's why we're witnessing the crumbling and degradation of our once great nation.
Yeah, that's why, folks, because of football. The whole country's collapsing because of goddamn football. Fuck.
Instead, all we seem to care about are the celebrities and athletes propped up by the Hollywood elites and this ongoing theater, this fake, carefully crafted show that the masses have been hypnotized by and can't seem to turn off.
Oh. I'm turning you off right now, bitch. Nice plastic surgery. And all right, that is my woke panic. I got a couple of heroes to show you guys what you guys think about that before I get to the woke panic part. Boom. I hate not having my screen on. What the fuck's the problem with it? I love football. I don't like football, but it's all good. Like, people seem to enjoy it, so I'm glad that exists for people to enjoy, right? I don't like musicals. I'm glad musicals exist. Like, all kinds of shit that is not for me. I don't like Justin Bieber. Love that Justin Bieber exists because a lot of young women seem to love Justin Bieber. Gives them something to do with their time. Just because it's not for me doesn't mean I have to shit upon it. Wine slushy does sound good. Was it plastic surgery or the Carrie Lake filter? Both. She definitely got some lip injections at the very least. Not my type. Too plastic. If I wanted a sex doll, I would just buy a sex doll. Yeah, so close to the truth, yet so far away. Right there. And Dusty loves the greatest show on earth. Hell yeah, you know I do. The only show worth watching on YouTube, in my opinion. All right, folks, the last chance you get your super chats in if you want to. If you're able, do it to it. But for now, we have two, count them, two heroes. We can be heroes just for one day. Hell yeah, and first off, on the heroes, the coolest thing that Joy Reid has ever said, she got caught on a hot mic cussing at Joe Biden. Did you guys see this one? Let's have a look.
And he's ready to take action if Congress is serious about solving the border issue.
If that bill were the law today, I'd shut down the border right now and fix it quickly. And Congress needs to get it done.
Starting another fucking war.
Oops. And Congress needs to get it done. And she's like, starting another fucking war. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing, folks. Butcher Biden. Got to get us in a war with over Israel. Why not? That's where his true allegiance lies. And then last but not least, as we're talking about Taylor Swift. Never heard of this guy before. Apparently his name is Colin Cowherd. Gave an amazing rant about CHUDs. And they're crying about Taylor Swift. Every word of this is beautiful. Let's have a listen.
There's a lot of really weird, lonely, insecure men out there. The fact that a pop star, the world's biggest pop star, is dating a star tight end who had one of his greatest games ever, and a network puts them on the air briefly, that it bothers you, what does that say about your life? Judge people sometimes on the silly stuff that bothers them. It'll tell you a lot about them. When I hear this whole thing about Taylor Swift, I just want to watch football. Liar, you're lying. That's not true. A football telecast is not just football. In fact, the commercials for 4 hours before the Super Bowl will be widely watched. Did you know statistically in a 3.5-hour NFL playoff broadcast or regular season broadcast, just 18 minutes are actual football?
That's too much.
And we have the data. We have the numbers. You don't turn away. There's coaches cutaways. They show fans in Buffalo on fire, commercials, reviews. 18 minutes of real football. For the record, about the length of 5 Taylor Swift songs. Listen to this. The New York Times measured how long she was actually on the broadcast. Do you know how long it is on average? 25 seconds in 3.5 hours. Against the Ravens, it was up to a whopping 32 seconds. It was 14 Chiefs and Raiders on Christmas, 12 Chiefs and Bengals, 24 seconds, Buffalo, Kansas City. She was on for a minute against the Dolphins, but it was an absolutely awful broadcast. They should have had a concert in the middle of it. That would have been more interesting. And why wouldn't CBS, which you know has the Grammys, cross-promote the world's biggest pop star? Hey, listen, I worked at the other network. I work at Fox. I've seen us jam people on TV shows I would never watch during football games and sporting events. Don't forget to watch this right after the game. I've already forgot about it. Let's get back to the game. But I don't have to rush to social media. I'm okay with it. Here's the other thing that strikes me. Matthew McConaughey. All right. Love him. Drake on everything. Spike Lee, Knicks games. Eminem, Michigan sporting events. We celebrate it. 80s, 90s, Jack Nicholson Laker games is cool. Saw Jack. But a talented and beautiful woman is on the air, one who would never pay attention to lonely men, and it bothers them. There's a stat out there, it's kind of uncomfortable for you sad guys, that 50% of men never have real intimacy with a woman. That means the other 50% have multiple intimate relationships with women. And those ones that don't are angry and sad and lonely, and they are often misogynistic and resent women who didn't give them the time they think they deserve. We celebrate all these goofballs jumping on tables in Buffalo and cheese hats and men and Matthew McConaughey and Drake and Jack Nicholson, men and Eminem, and it's cool, and can I get a selfie, and I can't believe I saw... And a young, attractive, beautiful, talented woman comes on for 25 seconds. And you're bothered. Again, judge people by the silly things that bother them. This says nothing, this anger. This says nothing about Taylor Swift. It says everything about the men bothered by it.
Boom! Mic drop! Awesome. Couldn't agree more. But they make everything political. Same people that say, hey, just shut up and play football. Don't make everything political. Literally make every goddamn thing political. I 100% would never have heard about Taylor Swift dating Kelsey if it weren't for right-wing influencers. I would absolutely never have seen her at a football game since I don't fucking watch it. Wouldn't even know she was going to the Super Bowl if it wasn't right-wing influencers. They shove this shit down our throat all day long and then bitch about it being shoved down our throat. Because that's how they make money, by playing both fucking sides. And all right, that is my show tonight. Hell yeah. Be sure to join me on tonight's after party, available to all the patrons and the Dust Buddy. Tonight, we're going to cover all this stuff, but we're going to first watch this video, apparently. Destiny debated some guy who knew what the fuck he was talking about, Omar Badar, and he did a 10-minute video or 9-minute video discussing why Destiny is dishonest, calling out his debate tactics and why they're effective to morons who really don't give a shit what the truth is. They just want to watch ownage. They're just these 4chan Denzians who want to watch somebody get owned. They actually don't care about reality in any way. They just want to worship and lick Destiny's tiny balls. So we're going to cover that on tonight's after party. So join me on Patreon if you're not already. Don't want to miss that. And some jerk get to, what are you lucky son of bitches? A cult membership, so you guys can attend. I love conservative tears. They are salty and delicious, Carolyn. Good to see you tonight. Dave, can Miss Swift please post that support for Trump? Wait a week as they RP themselves in excitement and then post psych. That'd be awesome. They wouldn't have any problem with it if she did that, though, folks. They'd love her. She'd be the darling overnight. Janice Tillman, $10. Thank you, gentlemen. Janice, you rock. Lizzie, $5. We're currently living in a plutocracy. If AIPAC funds somehow dries out, see how much these politicians would care. Think they would jump off Israel's nuts if that happened? That's probably, well, we'll still fund them forever. We'll give them $14 billion. They'll give us $1 billion back to buy our politicians. Thank you, Stephen Grayer. I guess I read them all. All right, cool. That's all of them, folks. Hell yeah. I'll be back Friday. It's only a couple days away. For those of you who are not been banned and want to watch the show, be sure to tune in. No kitty party tonight because I didn't go to the UPS store to get my treats from BBC. I got to go tomorrow. Next show, we'll have a kitty party. Dave hooked me up, but just going to get the fuck out of here. So I'll see you guys on Friday. You guys have a good week out there. I love the shit out of you. And as always, till next time on Logic. Fuck yes! Good night, y'all. Here's The River, an original song by Dusty Smith to play us out with. You guys have a good Wednesday evening and a good Thursday. BBC 666. Hell yeah. Perfect amount. 5 minutes, $10. I believe in a future of cats being in control. They would just eat us all. They're just waiting. I know if I die, they're going to eat my body. porch thing. And what better way to go? Better than cremation. Thank you, Slicer John, Marcy S., Soy Boy, Ivy Evans, all of you. Shout out to our great mods. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ed, for the atheist. Hit the bell.